Demi is going for her first day of the job here in Canada. So I'm just gonna ask her how she's feeling.
I'm very nervous but also very excited.
Demi has gone for her first day at work here in Canada, and today is my day off. So I'm gonna utilize this time and make a video on how new immigrants find a job here in Canada. I will share with you what are the required skills and the kind of mental attitude that you need to find a job. I will also provide you with a bonus tip on how to tweak your resume to get through that application tracking system. And I will also tell you the kind of jobs that you can easily get here even without the Canadian work experience. So let's find a good place and start rolling this video. To make my vlog more beautiful, I've just come out to this park which is covered with snow. I'm feeling like I'm standing on top of Mount Everest. I'll just show you the park, set up my camera and start the vlog and give you all the information that you need. Hello, I'm Jake. Welcome to my channel. In case you are new here to my channel, consider subscribing it because on my channel I will be sharing a lot of information about life of new immigrants in Canada based on my experience here. So the topic of today's video is how new immigrants can find job here in Canada. When we start planning about coming to Canada, the first thing that comes to our mind is, can we get a job before leaving our home country so that we have that security that okay, I'm going with a job. But that is very difficult and very rare. Trust me, I'm telling you from my personal experience. Unless you have the rarest of the rarest skill which nobody in Canada has, and that's why they have to call you from your country. If that is the case, then congratulations. But otherwise, join the boat, my friend. We all are sailing in the same boat. I came here with the same insecurity in my mind, but within a month I found my job. So I will share with you how the whole process works here of finding a job and what are the required skills that you need so that you get your job when you come here. So the first step that you have to take when you come to Canada to get a job is start applying for job on various job sites. My suggestion is go on Indeed.com. It is one of the best job sites with the best collection of job offers that you will get. Apart from applying on Indeed, my advice to you is that the company whichever you're applying for, go on that company's website. They always have a career section and you can directly apply on the company website in the career section, submit your resume. After you have applied for the jobs, you will start getting calls for the interviews. Now when it comes to interviews, you need certain skills. I will tell you those skills on the basis of our experience, how we worked on those skills and how they helped us get the job. So the number one skill is communication. I cannot emphasize enough on how important communication is to get a job here in Canada or in fact anywhere in the world. Communication. It means your written and verbal communication both. You need to know how to speak to people when you go for interviews. You need to know how to conduct yourself because when you speak, that creates the first impression itself. And forget about the interview. Here in Canada, my experience I'm sharing with you, sometimes the interview first round is done on the phone itself. So your phone manners, how you speak on the phone, how you receive that call, it makes a huge difference whether they will even call you for the interview or not. So make sure that when you still have the time, you work on your English because English is the spoken language in this country. Apart from English, there is French as well. So if you have time and if you can take French classes, it will add even more to your profile. Apart from your spoken English, work on your written English. Use the right grammar, use the right vocabulary. When you're writing an email to somebody, it's gonna really help you. So make sure that your communication skills are at par with the standards here in Canada. Another skill to help you get a job here in Canada, computer skills. These days, you know, everything, everywhere is on computers. So make sure that you know at least the basic computer skills of MS Office, because what I have observed here in Canada, everywhere that I applied for a job, they always ask you, do you know the basics of MS Office? Can you work on Excel, Word, PowerPoint? This is like a basic requirement. So when you still have time and you're planning to move to Canada, work on your computer skills every day. It's really gonna help you get that job which you're looking for. Another important thing which I would advise you on is that be flexible. Be open-minded when you come to Canada. In your own country, you might be working on a certain senior position, but when you come here, they want you to have a Canadian work experience, which is very important for jobs here in Canada. Now, when we come here, we are new immigrants, we don't have Canadian work experience. We might have to start at an entry-level position on a job. So don't feel bad that, oh, in my country I was working on a such position, and here how can I start at such level? Initially you have to make those compromises to get that fresh start and get that Canadian experience. But slowly and slowly, let's say after 6 and 7 months, you will start getting the jobs in your respective field at the position which you desire. But initially, don't say no to those jobs. Go for it. That's my experience. You might have your own opinion on this, but that by and large what I have seen, that's how every new immigrant start here in Canada. So be prepared to start at an entry level. It's not a bad thing. In Canada, no job is small. People respect you for your hard work and your talent, and eventually you will get what you desire. Alright, after we have spoken about all the required skills, the important thing now is your resume. The kind of resume that you design will be very instrumental in finding you a job. So I will share with you the tips that I follow to design my resume. I'll even show you my resume. Oh, the snowfall has suddenly started and it's getting really cold. So let's go home and I'll quickly show you what a resume must look like so that you can find your job. Let's go. Alright, now after having discussed all the important skills and attitude that you need to find a job here in Canada, let's get on straight away with the resume. Here, this is my resume. On the right hand side top, I have put my photograph, then my name, then my profile summary, career achievements. On the left hand side, skills and competencies, a small column of education and the job title. The bonus tip that I will give you in designing your resume is that before designing your resume, do ample research. Go on the job sites, look at the job title that you are looking for. They always mention the job description and the key attributes that they are looking for. Make sure that even on your resume, you have those keywords and those key attributes which are mentioned in the job description on the site. Because on all these job sites, there is an application tracking system called ATS. Job of ATS is to track all those resumes which resonates with that particular job. So make sure that even your job title, do research, because in your country the terminology must be different. Let's say for example, in your country if you are in sales, a sales executive, in Canada there might be a different term for it, like say a sales associate. So make sure that when you put job title in your resume, you need to have the same terminology so the application tracking system can track your resume and connect you to that job site for the interview. After the bonus tip, let's talk about how long it actually takes to get a job. Me and Demi, I think after we reached here, 2 weeks later we started applying for jobs, and let's say in total within a month we found a job. Let's say for example, if you're in banking and finance sector, then yes, it might take little longer because they have their assessment system. So to land the right bank job, you might have to wait for 3 to 6 months. So if you're willing to wait, then yes, you will find the job, but with the waiting period. If you want to start straight away, there are so many jobs in call centers, in customer service, in retail, which you can straight away start even without Canadian experience, and they will even give you 40 hours a week, and almost you'll be able to make around $2,000 a month, which is not bad to start with and gain that initial Canadian work experience, which is so important to go for the senior level jobs here. If you are in some other field in IT sector or medicines, then I am not the right person to talk about that. I would advise you that you do some ample research on that. But yes, for medical practitioner, you need licenses and certification from Canada itself. Then only you will be able to practice. So you need to find out and do some research on that. Alright, now I will conclude this video. If you have any question or even suggestion, please put them in the comment section. And if there is any particular topic that you want me to talk about, kindly let me know. I'll try my best to make a good video about it. Till next time, see you.